Please take a moment to increase the brightness on your device for optimal viewing.
Welcome to the Sketchy Friendler, where every day I talk to you and I draw you a picture to go along with it. So today I'm going to talk to you about one of my most cherished items. But before that, if you're wondering why I'm drawing with blue pencil, I just start out with it. Don't worry, I will get into using graphite. Just bear with me. And if this is not bright enough for you, just crank the brightness all the way up on your viewing device. Also, if this image is too small for you on your cell phone, that's where you're watching, just rotate your phone horizontally so that the image will fill up the screen. And with that, let's get to it. All right, so as I was saying, this is about one of my most cherished items. I don't have a lot of stuff, and that's actually by design. I've moved over the years, and it's just become such a hassle for me that I don't like to just collect things, because it ends up being yet another thing I have to move or pack away, and it's just, kind of annoying. So I really don't have a lot of stuff, but I do have stuff that is, means a lot to me for whatever reason. And one of those items is something that I can go back into history about. As probably a lot of you know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I have been ever since I saw the first movie in 1977 when I was 3 years old. And it's been pretty central to the things that I'm into ever since then. And, I had toys, Star Wars toys and stuff, but one thing I just remember was when I was about 7 or 8, before the third movie, The Return of the Jedi, came out. Do you guys remember, I don't know if they do this anymore, but they used to have at your school, like they'd have those scholastic book fairs, and they'd give you the little form, and you'd pick out all the books that you wanted, and then you get the books. I never did that. I think it might have been just because of budget reasons. Maybe my mom couldn't afford it, but I didn't get a lot through there. I mean, I did get books, but just not through the scholastic avenue. But one of the few times that I actually did get something through them, because I just begged my mom. I saw this. It was a Star Wars. It was a Return of the Jedi storybook, and it was before the movie came out, and I was really excited because I actually got it before the movie came out, so it had all these pictures and kind of the synopsis of the story in a children's book form. And I just remember being so happy, that I got this, and all my friends thought it was cool. And I'm surprised that nobody else got it, but I got it, and I was happy. And I had this book for years growing up. And then, over the years, as I grew up, I moved, and somewhere along the way, the book disappeared, and I don't know what ever happened to it. So, it's kind of sad, but, it's a kid's book. It was just more of a sentimental thing. But I remember when I was first talking to my wife, it somehow came up in conversation about how I had this book. And I don't know exactly how it even came up. All I remember is I told her about it when we were just still talking to each other. And I was just telling her how kind of sad I was. I had this, it wasn't like heartbroken, but this is a cool thing that I thought was neat, and just something that I probably would never see again, just because it's like totally out of print. It's probably collectible on some level. And so I was just kind of just mentioning it, this is what happened, and I don't have it anymore. And conversation moved on to something else, and just I kind of forgot about the conversation. Well, a few weeks later, I get something in the mail, and sure enough, it's the book. And my wife, or at the time my girlfriend, at that point, she had remembered that in our conversation, and I guess she went out and she went online, and she found a copy of this book, and then she ordered it for me. So I was just completely surprised, and I felt it was just such a nice feeling, how thoughtful. These are the types of things that I have value in. It's it was a memory, yes, but also the fact that initially it was something that my mom got for me because she knew that I liked it, and then we continue on where I had since lost the item, and the woman that I love, she thought about it, and a conversation that we had, and she went and she found it again, so I have it again. And just really touched me. It's just really, I don't know, I think it was really sweet of her, and I won't lose this one, this, unless I'm like fleeing from some sort of emergency. This is I'm taking this as far as I can with me. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you guys have anything like that that's happened to you, where perhaps you've lost something and you've either found it again, or someone went out and got the same thing for you? It's cool. I just feel like I was like reunited with it. And something I always feel really happy and just have a really nice memory that kind of comes full circle from my childhood and then into my adulthood. Because there's still, I mean, part of the whole Star Wars thing, I think, is probably because there's still a big kid in me. That's why I like it so much. So it's kind of, it's like, a little kid version of me getting it back. And I don't know. I just think it was such a special thing, and I hope that you guys have had something along the similar lines as that, where someone thought about you, and not necessarily whether they found something again for you, but just really listened to something you were very passionate about and got something based on. And it doesn't even have to be anything like big and fancy. It's just something that like shows that I hear what you're saying. I understand this is important to you, and based on that, I thought about something related to that, and here you are. I hope that I can do that for her at some point. I think it's important that we listen just something where you could just say, oh, he likes Star Wars. But she really, she heard, that's something that was important to me. And I blew me away. So I hope that you can share with me something that was similar. All right, guys. So, as you know, I am on YouTube, Facebook. I post the finished drawings from the previous day on Instagram, and then I also do more short form drawings and shorter stories on TikTok. So you can find me in a lot of different places. I do this Monday through Friday, and then Saturday we put up a poll so you can choose which one of the drawings that I did during the week interests you the most. You vote on that, and then I will, whichever one wins that vote, I will then draw, color, and ink, finish up on Sunday. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got for the week. So hope to see you guys soon. Thank you for spending time with me again. Always appreciate that. And I will see you soon. Thank you much. Bye.